Hey friends, my name is George Gianaris and I've been cooking since 1985 for 35 years. In 1992, I graduated with a degree from Stony Brook University in electrical engineering. And one of my favorite YouTube celebrities who I watch religiously is Alex the French guy. I started watching Alex well before he had 1.65 million subscribers. He's an awesome young man, innovative, has a passion for cooking, and he's an electrical engineer too, which gives us a lot in common. And last week on his YouTube channel, he posted a challenge. He challenged himself to make Eggs Benedict from scratch to finish in 10% of the time that it would take to normally make Eggs Benedict. In other words, he made Eggs Benedict successfully in 4 minutes. And he posed the challenge to his viewers. He said, can you try making Eggs Benedict quickly? If you do, make a video, put it online, type hashtag EggsBeneQuick, and I'll watch it. So Alex, I hope you watch this because I'm up to the challenge, but I got a major problem. The major problem is I don't own a microwave. And you made the eggs using a microwave and you made the butter using a microwave. So I'm not really sure if I'm gonna be able to do it so quickly. But you also did something else, Alex, that kind of bothered me a little bit. You made 1 egg. You're a thin guy. You could probably be happy making 1 egg and eating it, but I need at least 2. And if, God forbid, I made Eggs Benedict and my wife found out and I didn't make her an order, I'd be a dead man. So I need to make more than 1 Eggs Benedict. If you were to make more than 1 egg in an Egg Benedict, you know we'd have to tack on at least a minute and a half. Especially if you did 4 eggs, you have to tack on at least 2.5 minutes. So I'm gonna give it a shot right now, and I'm going. Okay, Google, start stopwatch. Start stopwatch.
Starting now.
Did it start? Is it working? Is it on there now? Huh? Okay, Google, stop timer. Oh, that was exhausting. After reviewing the tape, I had 5 minutes and 4 seconds. You could see it on the clock. It was 5 minutes and 4 seconds. No microwave, not one egg, 4 eggs. Alex, I cannot thank you enough for making me do this challenge and for keeping old farty chefs like myself on their toes. Keep the good work up, buddy. Oh, and if you're ever in New York, please look me up. I would love to give you a personal tour of my beautiful hometown. I think I'm not that far from Manhattan. I know you come here a lot. Please come pay me a visit. All right, let's take a look and see how this egg turned out. The poached egg cut test. And that is pretty good, pretty flawless there. I got this one. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect eggs. Let me give you some pointers about making Eggs Benedict. Let's start with the Hollandaise sauce. Believe it or not, the Hollandaise sauce is not the most challenging part of making Eggs Benedict. When I tried to make the Hollandaise sauce using the blender method, I could not get it to work. I don't know what these guys were doing, but every single egg that I made broke. So I don't even use the blender method. But apparently they're doing it. I recommend if you do it that way, you're gonna shave off a lot of time. It's much easier too. The key to making good Hollandaise sauce is a balance of heat and moisture. When you make your Hollandaise sauce, you have to make sure that there's a little bit of moisture in the egg yolks. I used a teaspoon of water, cold water in that. Now, a lot of people put the lemon in first. I don't like to do that. I find that that will actually make your Hollandaise break. I just put a teaspoon of water. That's how I start. So to 4 egg yolks, you put 1 pound of butter. Yes, this is not for those on a diet. I mean, this is a fatty, delicious sauce worth every single taste. To that, I put about a 1/4 teaspoon to a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and literally a tiny pinch of cayenne pepper at the end, along with 1/2 lemon. That's the whole recipe. When you get that down, it's pretty easy. The hardest part about Eggs Benedict is making those perfect poached eggs. And I would not have made them right now if I were making Eggs Benedict. I would have made them the night before. And here's how to make flawless poached eggs. What you do is you take your eggs and you seal them. You don't have to seal them in a vacuum seal bag. It's optional. But because I put them in a vacuum seal bag so they will sink in a sous vide bath. So if you don't have a vacuum sealer, that's fine. But if you have a sous vide machine, you probably have a vacuum sealer. So if you're gonna put your eggs in a vacuum seal bag and then submerge them in your sous vide, instead of just keeping a weight on them or something to keep them down, you better make sure that you vacuum seal on manual. Because if you don't vacuum seal on manual, you're gonna crush your eggs. So you gotta just get the air out of there so there's no air in there creating flotation so that they sink. They have to be below the surface of the water. You set the water to 145 degrees and you set your timer to 47 minutes. Once that timer goes off, you take the eggs out of the hot water and you either put them in the refrigerator right away or cool them in an ice bath because they'll continue to cook. Then these eggs will be flawlessly poached. The next day, you take them out of your freezer. And you take your water, you bring it to a boil, and then you drop the temperature of the water. You don't want it to boil. And you simply crack your egg, you leave it in there for 1 minute, and the poached eggs are flawless. If you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.